Absolutely unacceptable and unjustified.
That was the reaction from EU ministers to a 30% tariff on European goods threatened by US President Donald Trump.
So if this is a situation, we have to protect the jobs, we have to protect the businesses, we have to protect EU economy, and we need to go for these rebalancing measures.
Trade Commissioner Maros Sefcovic will talk with U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer on Tuesday with the looming August 1st deadline set by the American leader. EU ministers meeting in Brussels on Monday remained convinced they can bring Trump back from the brink and reach a deal that would keep the $1.7 trillion two-way trading relationship broadly intact. Some in the EU said they would not be intimidated. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz said the U.S. should not underestimate Europe's willingness to respond to excessively high tariffs with similar measures. Last year, the United States accounted for a fifth of all EU exports, its largest partner. Trump's complaint is the $235 billion U.S. deficit in goods traded with Europe, even though the U.S. earns a surplus on services. The impact of making European exports, from pharmaceuticals to autos, machinery, or wine, too expensive to be viable for American consumers, would be instantly tangible.
Trump has threatened to impose 30% tariffs on all EU exports to the U.S., so that would affect the pharmaceutical sector, so that's one thing.
Peter Bay Kierkegaard is the head of trade policy at a Danish industry group. He said Danish pharmaceutical companies, including industry giant Novo Nordisk, maker of weight loss drug Wegovy and diabetes medication Ozempic, could be hit. Some have argued the standoff with Trump is what the EU needs to complete long-delayed reforms of its single market, boosting domestic demand, and rebalancing its economy away from the exports, which account for around half of output.